The richest company in history, greater than Apple and Google combined. When we think of corporate power, we think of Apple, Amazon, or Saudi Aramco. But they are nothing compared to the VOC, the Dutch East India Company. At its peak in the 1600s, the VOC was worth an estimated $7.9 trillion in today's money. That is more than the GDP of Japan and Germany combined. It wasn't just a company, it was a sovereign state. It had its own army of 10,000 soldiers, its own navy of 200 warships, and the power to execute people, wage wars, and seize entire countries. This is the story of the original corporate monster, the company that owned the world before the world knew it was for sale. Welcome to History's Echo. We follow the trail of golden power through the centuries. Today, we look at the most powerful business entity to ever exist. Founded in 1602, the VOC was the first company in the world to be publicly traded on a stock exchange. They were after one thing: spices. In the 17th century, nutmeg, cloves, and pepper were more valuable than gold. To control this trade, the VOC didn't just negotiate, they conquered. They established a total monopoly over the Spice Islands by building a global supply chain that stretched from Europe to Japan. Their business model was simple: absolute power. If a local ruler refused to trade only with them, the VOC sent its private army to replace them. They were the first mega corporation, operating without any government oversight. For nearly 200 years, the VOC dictated the economy of the entire world. But how does an 8 trillion empire vanish? The answer lies in the very things that made it great: greed and corruption. The company became so large that it was impossible to manage. Smuggling by its own employees became rampant. They were spending more on their wars and private armies than they were making in trade. By the late 1700s, the unsinkable company was drowning in debt. In 1799, the VOC finally collapsed, its territories taken over by the Dutch government. But its legacy lives on. Every time you check a stock price or look at a corporate logo, you are seeing the ghost of the VOC. They invented the modern world of global capitalism, proving that while companies can grow larger than nations, no empire, no matter how rich, is too big to fail. The VOC was the blueprint for every corporation that followed, a reminder that wealth and power are a double-edged sword. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the history of money, subscribe to History's Echo. Don't forget to like and share this video with someone who thinks Apple is the biggest company ever. Question for you: could a modern company ever become as powerful as the VOC? Let's discuss in the comments.